Listen to the full audio series on the Pocket FM app. Click on the link in the description to install now. Emma reached home from Robert's office and found Jack waiting for her outside her house. He smiled and hugged her.
I heard that your thesis went well. Congratulations, sister. Come, let me treat you.
Thanks. But it's all right. You don't have to.
Come on, I insist.
Then they drove to a fancy restaurant. They were talking and having fun when suddenly, Jack spotted his dad and mom at the very restaurant. They walked straight up to him and Emma.
What on earth is wrong with you, Jack? What are you doing here with this characterless woman? Her mother destroyed our family, and don't forget that she's the reason Robert Erickson is after our company.
Don't say a word about my mother. I won't tolerate that.
I hope your exams went well.
Stop pretending like you care for me. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go home. She took a taxi and left. On her way back home, she called Robert, but he didn't answer. So she called Carrie instead and asked her to come and have some drinks with her. Soon, they got pretty drunk. When Robert later dialed her back, Carrie answered the call and told him that Emma's too drunk to talk. In a few minutes, Robert reached the bar and saw Emma.
I want this and this. And that too.
Here's my card. Take it and give her whatever she wants.
When Carrie saw Robert, she was pretty shocked. She thought maybe Robert was the half-brother Emma talked about, and she left. Robert took Emma home, and she threw up twice. Once, all over Robert. When they reached home, Robert cleaned her up himself.
Mom, why did you leave me here with these terrible people? The Meyer family is horrible. Please, take me with you. Mom, Meyer family is so... I miss you, Mom.
She then hugged Robert so tight and refused to let him go. Robert didn't protest and heard Emma talk about her mom all night. He felt sorry for Emma. He couldn't deny the fact that he had a soft spot for her and that he just wants to do right by her. He kissed Emma as she fell asleep in his arms.
What the hell happened? Why am I here? How did I...
You're up? Great. Let's get ready and get going.
Go where?
To get married. You kept asking me to marry you last night. 499 times.
Emma was so confused. The last thing she remembered was that she was drinking with Carrie at a bar. How could she have ended up in Robert's bed? Robert explained to her that she called him and asked him to come and take her home, but she claimed to have remembered nothing.
Drunk or sober, I don't intend on marrying you, Robert. Never.
Do you have two personalities? Sometimes you want to marry me and sometimes you don't. Anyway, did the Meyer family upset you again last night? You were saying something about them.
Let it be. Are you trying to cause me any trouble?
Maybe. Maybe not. Why don't you marry me and we can destroy that family together?
Emma smiled and looked at him like he was joking. Meanwhile, Robert was literally fascinated by this woman. He just couldn't seem to stay away from her. I'm getting late for work. I need to go.
You can go to work with me. Also, don't you want to know what else you did last night?
What else? Did we... Oh my god, did we do something that we shouldn't have?
No. I'm a man of morals. I stopped right before the last step.
Before the last step? So, something really did happen. Emma was embarrassed of herself. Why did she have to do something horrible every time she got drunk? But this time, she felt a relief knowing that it was Robert and not someone else. Why? Was she falling for him but was too proud to admit it? Was this a start to their new relationship? Emma asked Robert to drop her a few yards away from the office and then jogged her way up there. She didn't want the other employees to see her together with their boss. But as she walked in, she was shocked to see everyone was already there. She even heard a few girls talking about how rich Emma might be, while all Emma knew was Robert got that dress for her, so it might be expensive.
So, what brings a rich woman like you to work? I'm sure your dad is loaded with money. You're wearing a dress worth $110,000 casually for work after all.
What? No, you're mistaken. I've got everything but money. Believe me, this dress is a fake. They didn't believe her, though. A little later, Emma accidentally bumped into an old employee named Karen, who threw hot water all over her. Ah! Ouch!
Oh, I'm sorry.
You seem to have intentionally thrown the water at me. Why? But Karen wouldn't accept that it was intentional. Emma ran to check herself in the washroom only to find that she had gotten bruises all over her stomach. The manager asked her to go to the emergency room, and Karen wasn't pleased.
You're such a delicate baby, aren't you? First you blame me for planning this, and now you must be an attention seeker.
Emma didn't want to make a fuss and decided to ignore her. She went to the emergency room, and a few minutes later, Robert walked in. He looked worried and asked the doctor to explain the scenario.
Why didn't you call me? Tell me what happened.
It's okay. Karen Thompson bumped into me and she had a glass of hot water in her hand. It's okay. She apologized and it was probably a mistake.
Apologized? You let her just leave with a sorry?
Okay, now, know the truth. She did it on purpose, and no, she did not apologize. Robert was confused. He took Emma to his home after she got treated. I should go to my house. Thanks. Also, I found out that the dress you gave me was too expensive. Sorry I spoiled it.
Don't be sorry. Take some rest. You can leave when you're feeling better, okay? I'm heading back to the office now.
Robert was back in his office thinking. He had no idea who Karen Thompson was and why she intended on hurting Emma. There must be a reason. He remembered Emma saying that only one female colleague took her side while the entire team was on Karen's side. With Robert's quick action, that female employee walked into Robert's office in just a few minutes.
May I come in, Mr. Erickson?
Tell me everything that happened to your colleague Emma. Don't be scared.
I don't know. I just saw that Emma and Karen bumped into each other and Karen poured hot water on her, leaving Emma with bruises.
Do you think it was intended? I heard you took Emma's side. Why?
Because Karen is a bully. I'll tell you what happened. Karen is the general manager's lover, but he has many other lovers. When Emma walked in wearing that expensive Manhattan dress today, everyone thought Emma must be the manager's new lover. So Karen, out of jealousy, might have hurt Emma.
After hearing everything, Robert asked her to find proof against Karen and let her go. Back at Emma's house, Emma found Jack waiting for her outside.
Emma, I was so worried. I'm so sorry about last night.
Don't be sorry. It's not your fault. Jack wasn't pleased to see it was Robert. He couldn't help but think to himself how Robert knew Emma's address.
Are you feeling better now?
Emma nodded as she felt the tension between the two men.
Emma, go upstairs.
Mr. Meyer, it's not appropriate to order Emma like that. She knows what to do.
You don't get to tell me what I do and what not. It's none of your business.
Well, when you're talking to the girl I like, it is my business. After all, when we get married, I can't have you talk to my wife like that.
What did Robert just say? Get married? Jack was shocked, and so was Emma. Hi guys, Emma here. Listen to full episodes of Cupid's Curse exclusively on the Pocket FM app. Click the link in the description, or simply search Pocket FM on Play Store or App Store to install now.